Facebook family. We are back. We are back. Yes, we are. We are back. We are back in the Facebook family. Hey, we're live today. Yes, we are live today. And man, we got a bunch of you on already. Hey, listen, this is Zach Childress, your real estate coach. And I'm excited to have you on our real estate investing talk show. Yes, that's where we are. That's why you're here. You're here to learn about some real estate. And if you're just joining us for the first time, well, you've missed so much this past year and all the stuff we've been teaching on our Facebook Live show and channel. And I just want to say congratulations for jumping on board with us. Listen, I'm all about knowing who you are. I want to know where you're from. So jump on, tell me who you are. Let me know where you're from. Let's start off with that. Let me know if you're new. We've got a great community here on this channel. We have a ton of people that have been with us for a long time. They keep coming back. They keep learning. They keep growing. Why? Because this is the real deal. This is where we teach about real estate. We talk about real estate. I answer your questions. I help you grow your real estate investing business. And I'm just excited to have you here, guys. So go on. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you've got going on. Tell me all the good stuff that's happening right now, and that's going to be about you. I'm all about active participation. So, hey, listen, if you don't know who I am and it's your first time being on here, like I said earlier, my name is Zach Childress. I am your real estate coach, and I'm here to teach you guys some simple things that you can be doing right now in your real estate business to create some success, to create some processes that actually work. Because why? Because I know how to do this stuff, guys. I've helped people all over the world, and I mean world as in all over the world, invest in real estate here in America. And I want you to be part of that success as well. So tell me who you are. Tell me where you're from. Let's start with that, and then we'll get started here in just a minute. Once I start getting some feedback from everybody, I want to know what parts of the world you're on and where you're coming from. Hey, listen, if you don't know who is behind all the questions and answers, I'd like to introduce you to Jill. Jill, say hi to everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning from Jill. So come on, guys, come on board, talk to us, tell us where you're from, because we are going to dig into a little known strategy called driving for dollars, and I'm going to simplify it for you. A lot of people get started, they don't have a lot of money for marketing, and so I want to show you some simple things. If you missed the bandit sign stuff we did last week, it's important you talk about that. Even the week before, we did about deals needed to retire, and the week before that, we did calls equal results, and we talked about some things that we're doing in our 2-day immersion on that call. So, but today is going to be an easy implement strategy that you all can do. You all can do it every single day to find the best deals and to execute on those deals. And remember, deal acquisition is all about multiple streams of deals. Multiple streams, okay? Not just one, not just an agent, but having multiple streams of bringing deals in. So jump on board, tell us where you're from, say hi. We got quite a bit of you already on here early. So I want to know if you're brand new. Talk to me. If you've been here for a while, I want you to say hi to anybody that pops on here and says that they're new. Welcome them to the family. I think that's important. But you guys type in where you're from.
We have Jacob from Fort Worth, Texas.
Jacob from Texas. I like it, man. Texas is a good market to be in.
Deborah from Birmingham.
Birmingham? What? Deborah from Birmingham? You know that's right down in my neck of the woods, right, Deborah? Deborah from Birmingham. I know all about some Birmingham now.
Richard from Starkville, Mississippi.
Mississippi, man. That's a market full of cash flow properties, Richard. Is it Richard?
Yep, and he's new.
He's new. Hey, everybody say hi to Richard. Give him a big warm welcome for being on here with us, being new. I love it. I love it. I love it. You're in the right place, Richard.
Mosen.
Mosen?
Yep. He says, hi, I need help.
Well, good thing you're here, my friend. I'm going to help you today.
Selvin from Stockbridge, Georgia.
Georgia, Stockbridge. Where's Stockbridge at? You know, I went to high school in Georgia. Stockbridge. Is that up by Atlanta?
We have Victoria from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Jacksonville, North Carolina. You guys are coming in from all over. I love it.
Torrance from Torrance Colbert from Indianapolis in Indiana.
Torrance.
Yep. DC says, we love you, Zach.
Love you too, DC.
Toby says, hi, Zach and Jill.
Toby. Hey, look, there's a lot of new people coming on here. I enjoyed the new people because here's why. You're in the right spot. Listen, we've been doing this for a long time. We've got a great community here. This is a place you can come to. You can ask questions. You can participate. You can get to know other members. Other members on here help each other. They communicate, and it's all because why? We're building a very strong community here, and I do this live show every Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone. Don't forget that I also do a Wednesday live show called Dig Deeper, and it's about digging deeper in your life, into a book, into a deal, with an expert. It's just about digging deeper throughout our journey as real estate investors. We do those live every Tuesday, every Wednesday at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone. So I encourage you to be here, be on this, keep participating. Now listen, if this is your first time joining me and you're trying to figure out what's going on, my name is Zach Childress, and I am your real estate investing coach. Why? Because I've been doing this business for 16 years full time, and I've invested from everything from single families to multi-units to commercial to development to rehabs to lease options to subject twos to notes to straight line notes to options, you name it, I've done it. And I'm coming to you because why? I want to create a ripple. I want to create ripples in your life. I want to create ripples in this world. And what does that ripple mean? That means I want to share the message with you so that you can share it with others, and we can keep this going, because here's what I know. If my message stops with you, then the ripple stops with you. So I need you to continue that ripple. What does that mean? Share this message. Hit the share button. Share it out there. Make it known. Put it out into the community. Let other people know that they can become real estate investors too. I don't care if you just need to replace your income, or you just want to make some extra money, or maybe you hate your job, or maybe you can't get a job and you're trying to make some money. Real estate is an avenue for you to become highly successful. Just doing a little bit. That's it. A few small things along the way will create deal flow for you. I think that's highly, highly easy, and you can actually implement it by just following a few small steps. So I encourage you guys, be on this, join us, talk about what we're doing, share the message. It's important you share the message. Man, we got so many of you already on here. We got 18 shares already. I love you guys. I love you guys. You're creating the ripples that I want. I am actually creating a 52-week quote book that I want to put out for you guys, because I want to share the message, and I want you to share that quote book with other people. That's coming out. Hey, listen, if you're on here for the first time and you want to know how to get started in real estate, or maybe you're just curious about how to do your first deal, you need to get my book here. My book is called My First Deal Playbook. This book right here will help you. It will guide you through the process of how do you get your first deal done. You can go to myfirstdealplaybook.com to do that, and I encourage you, get that book. I will actually give you the book for free. All you need to do is pay the shipping and handling, and that's at myfirstdealplaybook.com. That'll get you rocking and rolling. Now, the other big topic before we jump into driving for dollars. I love that. I love driving around making money. That's the best thing about this business, right? It's so easy to do when you simplify it. Okay? Now, how do we also talk about the topic at hand? There's a huge topic at hand, because why? We have an event coming up in Dallas, Texas, November 10th through the 12th. And this event is sold out already. I told you guys it would sell out, and we literally had to shut down the web access because too many people were still trying to get in, and we were running out of tickets. Now, I do have some exciting news for you. What is it? Well, there's only one way to get to the event. I had 2 people call in. They could not make to the event, so I have 2 general admission tickets left. That's what I got. I got 2 of them. If you want these 2 general admission tickets, you need to call the office, 707-247-4644. 4248. That's literally it. And I only have one silver because a similar scenario, the gentleman that was going to go had bought a silver VIP ticket, can no longer go. So the only way to get one of these tickets is you have to call the office, 707-247-4248. That's it. And this is only because somebody just decided they could not make it. So this event is a completely sold out event. Once again, Jill, we have sold out another event, right? And why do we sell out events? Because people want to be in here and learn from their real estate coach. So I encourage you guys, jump on board with that. Listen, I want to beat comments that we've done in the past, okay? So I need to hear more from you guys. You need to share with me what's going on in your life, okay? I need to know what you want to do. I need to know what you want to learn. I need to know where you're from. I need to know if it's your first time on here. I need to know all that good stuff, okay? So anything that's popped up so far, Jill?
Yeah, we have a lot of new people on today. I do want to give a shout out to my fellow Canadians on here.
Oh yeah,
we gotta throw that out there. He's in Nova Scotia, and I lost his comment here, but I believe his name is Craig. In Nova Scotia, Canada. So
Nova Scotia. You guys know Jill is from North America.
I am. I'm also a teacher.
She's from North America. Hey, all my people that have been with me forever, how many of you like my new mic here? This is Zach Childers, your radio talent scout. So, hey, Toby says that she's mailing back in her two general admission tickets because she got upgraded to the silvers. So actually, that means not only will I have these two, I'll have the two that Toby sent in back as well. So that's great because Toby got the VIP silver upgrade. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, you guys are piling on here. I love the comments. Hey, any of my community members that have been here with me, you guys need to be saying hi to the people that are brand new on here, talking to them and letting them know they're in the right spot, okay? Jeff from North Carolina, I see some of this. This is great. You guys are piling on here. Yep. So here's what I want to know from you guys. How many of you watching right now, and there's literally, we're pushing almost to the 100 mark right now, or we just dropped some. Let's get that back up. How many of you on here are watching right now? Before we dig into the training today, Driving for Dollars, and I'm going to lay this out for you. What we do and how we do it. I'm also going to lay out what we're looking for. And on top of that, I'm also going to lay out for you today on how do we find the owners and what do we do with the property once we find it. So I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to give you some details about it, okay? On that note, I want to know how many of you on here are brand new, like not new to me, but new to investing. So you just need to type in the box, you know, I'm new, or if you've done one or two deals, just type in I've done one, I've done two, I've done three, I've done four, because it helps me understand who I'm communicating with here, okay? So just type in the box. Let me know who you are. Here's the other thing that's very important for you to understand. As you become part of this community and you start coming back every Tuesday and learning about real estate and how simple we can really make real estate, like today's topic, Driving for Dollars, every one of you can do that today on your way home from work, and I'll show you how to do it. I also want to know who you are, because here's why. As I get to know you, this will become like a personal training for you. I will talk to you personally. We will get to know your name. We will communicate. You will honestly feel like you're involved, and that's what I want you to feel like. But you've got to talk to me, okay? You got to talk to me. Don says, I'm new. Just got your new book. Way to go, Don. Let's give Don a round of applause. A round of applause. Way to go, Don. Love it that you got the new book. Love it, love it, love you.
I want to throw out to Talon that I just messaged you on Facebook. Give me a call, please. You said you hadn't gotten your book yet, so just give me a call so we can get that straightened out for you.
Talon, get it. Get after Jill. She'll get you taken care of. All right, what do we got here?
We got
Tanya is green. All right. Torrance, he's new. Robert said, just got your book too. Man, I'm loving, you know, this book is, we can't keep these on the shelf right now. No. Here's what's the beauty of these books. People aren't just buying it, they're also buying it for their friends. They're buying it for their uncles and nephews and sons and daughters. They're getting this book in everybody's hands.
We have Jen here from Houston, Texas. We've got Rob from Decatur.
Oh, Rob.
We have Jamie. She says she's new. We have Joseph from Houston, Texas. Jean from Colorado. We have Robert from San Antonio, Texas.
People from all over. Love it.
Marty is in the Woodlands. Vincent says Dallas, brand new. Then we have Ty, who's in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Tanya, she's from Brooklyn, New York. We have Robert from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. We have...
Hey, Robert, to find us on Facebook, you need to go to reisuccessacademy.com/Facebook. reisuccessacademy.com/Facebook. Okay?
We have Glenn from Wilmington, North Carolina. We have Jeff from Kinston, North Carolina. We have Jean from San Antonio. We've got Toby.
Howard says, I can't wait for this show. I can't wait for it neither. Hey, listen to this. So many of you are coming on board. Jill's over here calling out all you guys. This is awesome.
We have Jeff who says he can't see or hear anything. Has he joined in too late? No, Jeff, you should maybe refresh your screen and you should be able to see the live video.
Awesome. You guys make me so happy. I love all the comments. Man, here's the beauty. You understand, as an educator, as a trainer, as a coach, as a real estate investor, I feed off of you guys communicating with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, if you're brand new and you're just jumping on here, we are going to dig deeper into one simple strategy that every one of you can be doing today. Literally, it's called driving for dollars. You just may not understand the process. I'm going to take you through 3 of the processes, how we do it, what we're supposed to be doing, what we're going out looking for, and how we find these owners. I'm going to talk to you about this, okay? That's a very important process for you to understand. If you're brand new and you're jumping on, you're like, who is this crazy guy? Well, I'm Zach Childress, your real estate coach. Let's get serious about that, okay? One thing I can tell you is I've invested for the last 16 years in the down markets, the up markets, the in-between markets, from East Coast to West Coast and everywhere in between, from single families to rehabs to buy and holds, long-term commercial, you name it. I've been in it and I can help you. So with that said, let's do this. I don't want to keep everybody on here waiting and participating.
Yes, and we got to get on air.
Oh, for those of you that are brand new and you've never seen this show before, we also go on air at the same time when we're about to go on in just a minute. And we do our Blog Talk Radio and our iPod or iPad. What's it called? Podcast. We do our podcast. See, I don't even know. I just talk, right? So we'll do that as well. And during our breaks, I will come back and answer questions from you guys. So the idea here is you guys are getting an inside look at our radio shows. Okay? What does that mean? When you have questions, you need to type them in. You need to type them in, okay? So, all right.
Let's rock and roll. Are you ready to go on air?
I'm ready.
All right, so we're going to go on air in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, this is Zach Childress. Welcome back to another real estate investing talk show. I am your real estate coach. I welcome you back. Listen, if you've been listening to us on podcast or our radio show, you know what we're here doing. We do it every Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone. Why? Because we're bringing value to you to help you grow your real estate business and take you to the next level. Why? Because I want to help everyone I can get into this game called real estate investing. See, the other side of that is I need you on my Facebook page. If you're just listening to me on the radio or you're catching me on a podcast, you need to be on our Facebook page. We have a great community on there. We have students helping students. We have people that have been with us forever. We have new people coming on board. We have seasoned people coming on board. You can actually communicate. You can ask questions on that side. So you need to go to reisuccessacademy.com/Facebook. Jump over there, be part of our Facebook community, enjoy what we do. I'm all about creating ripple ripples in the marketplace. I want to be different. I want to help more people than I did last year, and I want to help more people next year than I did this year. And so that can only be achieved by getting the message out there. And that's why I lean on you as my students, my fans, my community to help share this message. Because one of the things that I am proud of is how we keep real estate investing simple. We don't overcomplicate it. I show you simple things every week that you can apply to your business to help grow your business. And if you think that I'm telling you a bunch of fluff, you can literally go on my Facebook page and you can ask anybody on there that's been with me for a while, and they'll tell you the same thing, that I am the real deal. I am a real estate coach, and they will be able to share the truth. Not me, but they will. And that is our students, our fans, our followers. So I encourage you to participate in that, okay? Now, what is our topic for today? Our topic for today is something very simple. Listen, I don't want to overcomplicate this. Now, could I sit here for hours and build out an entire marketing funnel for you in over 40 different ways to generate leads and all the different inbound processes and the lead intake and the call centers and the scripts and the autoresponders? Yes, I could. But here's the thing. You don't need to do all that right away. You're just getting started. If you're brand new, you just need to focus on simple activities that will start to generate lead process, okay? One of the biggest activities, and we did a call on this a couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago, was about calling, about doing outbound calling. But on another note, I want you to write something down for me. Well, if you're driving, listening to me, you might want to wait. But if you're watching me on Facebook, I want you to listen. The simplest activity that you can do outside of calling is to understand that there are real estate opportunities all around you. And you just need to drive and find them, okay? Find them, and we're going to talk about this. But the other side that I want you to be aware of is real estate investing is a lead service. We're trying to acquire as many leads as possible. And you will never acquire as many leads as you want simply having an agent on your team. An agent is going to find you leads that are known as public lead sources, which means what? Everybody knows about them. Your neighbor knows about them, other investors know about them, you know about them, they know about them, we know about them, everyone knows about them. So the way to move you into a better position for lead control is to create multiple lead sources, right? So if you was to say, this is me down here, this is my bucket, and I'm trying to create deals into my bucket. Now, for those of you that are listening, I'm drawing on my whiteboard, and you probably can't see that. That's why you need to be on my Facebook page, okay? But you need multiple lead sources. You need lead sources, lead sources, lead sources, lead sources, lead sources, all filtering down into my bucket of deals, okay? You need all of that working for you, and here's why. Because you can get free lead sources, you can get paid lead sources, you can get all kinds of lead sources, but you need multiples. You need bird dogs, agents, property management companies. You need call outbound dialing, inbound dialing. You need it all. But here's what I want you to understand. I don't need you to do all of it right away. You understand that? Like, I just need you doing some small activities to create momentum in your business. Look at all them hearts coming across there. I love that. I got some people loving me over here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Hey, listen, if you're just joining me, this is Zach Childress, your real estate coach. And I'm here to help you. But I need you to share this stream. That's what I need you to do. I need you to share this stream. Can you see who's sharing the stream, Jill?
I believe so, yep.
Let's do something for somebody. Let's find some winners. Let's find some people that are sharing the stream. If you're sharing the stream, I'm going to give you something today. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you something special, okay? Yeah, you guys know me. When I'm in the giving mood, you better watch out. But that means you got to share the stream. You got to get it out there. Let other people know what's going on and how easy this business can be, okay? So with that said, you got to keep it simple. So our simple process for today is driving for dollars. And so what is driving for dollars? You might have heard about it, but you might say, yeah, but that's no new fancy way of doing it. Guys, I could blow you up with fancy new ways of finding leads. But let me tell you something. If you're brand new and you're just trying to get one freaking deal done, you don't need a bunch of fancy new ways to do it. You only need a few simple, free ways to get it done. That's all. A simple, free way to get the thing done. You need to get... Hey, let me ask you this. I want you guys to type into Facebook right now if you're on my Facebook channel. And if you want just simple ways to get a deal done, just type in Keep It Simple Zach. Keep It Simple Zach. Just type it in. I want to know you're with me, because the more simple we can keep it, the better we're going to get deals done, okay? Dreaming all the time. All right, Bill. You got to keep it simple, guys. That's the way to get this stuff done, okay? So let's keep going. So what are we trying to achieve? Well, we're trying to achieve finding deals. So what are we doing? When we're driving for dollars, I want you to identify a few things, okay? Let me help you out here. So if this is your normal way to work, woo, okay, but you got all these neighborhoods back in here, right? You got neighborhoods, you got neighborhoods, you got neighborhoods back in here. Driving for dollars is simply put, you need to be going somewhere different to work and home every single day. I'll never forget when I first started, we used to go out and drive neighborhoods all over in California, just driving for dollars, because here's why. I don't need you driving the highest end neighborhoods. So here's what I want you to keep in mind. If you're average in sold properties, if your average sold property in your area is, say, $200,000, okay, then you're looking for neighborhoods that are $200,000 or below. That's what you're looking for. We're looking for neighborhoods that we can acquire properties that need work, that are older, that need some advantages by putting, fix up into it. So if it's $200,000 in my market, I'm looking to go drive neighborhoods that are under that price point. You understand? So I'm going to get a map out and drive those. So what are we doing? I'm literally out there just driving around neighborhoods. I mean, it was so funny. When I first started, I used to pull a map out before they had MapQuest. Yeah, I'm a little older than some of you, so it's okay. I'm seasoned. But I would get a map out, and I would literally drive up one street, come around, drive down the next street, come around, drive down the next street, turn around, go up a street, go down a street, go up a street. The beauty of that is I'm not just finding deals, but I'm literally canvassing a market. I'm getting an idea of what every neighborhood looks like in a market. It gives me boots on the ground to understand what's going on in my market, what's being sold, what's not being sold, what's out there, what does the neighborhood look like, how is it moving, what's the activity of that neighborhood. It gives me an advantage. And so what is driving for dollars? It is I am out literally driving neighborhoods, identifying a property type. Now, you guys listen to me on the radio or on podcast, stay with us, because I'm going to come back to you and talk about what exactly are we looking for and what you need to identify to find the best deals. I'll be right back. Facebook. That's it, man. We're going to dig into this one. I'm going to break it all the way down for you guys. I'm going to break it down to what we're looking for. I'm going to break it down to what you leave on the property. I'm going to break it down to how we find the owners, all the way through. What are you guys talking to me today about?
Jean, she says, Zach, where do you get a zip code map?
Oh, easy. Go to freezipcodemap.com or just Google free zip code map.
Craig says, do you think I can do this without a car?
Yes, get on a bicycle.
Get healthy while you go looking for your...
Get on a bicycle, my friend.
Or a snowmobile, actually, up there.
That's it. What's some other questions that have came in?
We have got, let's see.
What's Lee say?
Lee says, did my first deal in 1979, never stop learning. It's a whole new ball game in today's market. Gotta keep up to make deals now. I like Zach because his advice is down to earth and real, even a little old school.
Oh, Lee. I love it, man. Hey, welcome to the channel, Lee. Hey, guys, if you're just joining me, you got people popping in, popping out. This is Zach Childress, your real estate coach. We are digging into a simple strategy that every one of you can do today, and it's called what? Driving for dollars.
Richard, he says, I'm in a college town and I found 5 properties I'm looking at, but I'm afraid to make an offer because I don't know how to find investors.
Oh, man. Who's it, Richard?
Mm-hmm.
Richard, buddy, man, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you've got some good deals and you've ran the numbers, I've done some shows on our channel here about running numbers to make sure you have good deals. Once you identify the good deals, Richard, you need to know that there are buyers in that market. I'll give you one simple approach. Go to List Source, pull a radius around that property of a half a mile, and put in the price point that you're trying to sell your house at, and tell it to pull you every non-owner occupant in that property. It'll literally pull you a list of investors right there that are already buying. Boom. Boom! Drop a bomb on you.
Bill, he says he wants the telephone number because he wants those tickets.
You want these tickets, Bill? Bill, you want these tickets, man? You want these? I only got 2 general. Well, actually, I got 4 because Toby's sending 2 back. So I got these 2. So, Bill, if you're claiming these 2, you need to call the number 707-247-4248.
He said he was doing this for 16 years, and his wife passed in January, so he's just getting active again.
Buddy, let's do it together, man. I'm with you. Listen, one thing you'll learn about me as a coach is I'm in this business daily, and I'm not just going to come out and tell you a bunch of fluff. I'm going to come out and teach you what's really working in today's market. That's a guarantee from me to you, Bill. So I'm going to set these 2 tickets to the side for you, Bill. Those are yours, okay? Which means I only got 2 more, and those are the ones Toby's sending back. So
Patrick, he says, I am new, got that book, and I have to reorder Flipping Houses because it was stolen before I finished it.
Somebody else wanted it, huh? It's the power of the book, Patrick.
Let's see. Let's see.
Any other ones? If not, we're going to go back on.
I think we should probably go back on. They're starting to... Oh, Bill said he started going door to door, asking neighborhood residents for information, and left them a flyer and a business card.
Hey, that's a good listen. I'm a door to door. When I first started, I was a door to door guy. I got out there and I literally canvassed the neighborhood. But I'm going to give you a better way today. I'm going to talk to you about what we're looking for and some other things. I love all the keep it simple comments. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Kiz. Keep it simple. I like that. Who's that? Robert DeWitt. Kiz. I like that, Robert. Keep it simple, Zach. Kiz. I freaking like that.
Yeah, that's good.
I need to put that down somewhere. Kiz. Kid. Oh, what am I writing?
Oh, look at that. Lee says, no car. Try taking the city bus. It'll do the trick if you don't have a car. Take a route in a hood that has lots of properties. He knows a guy in Albuquerque who has a car and does it anyway.
There you go. Keep it simple, Zach. I'm still stuck on Robert DeWitt's comment. So, hey, we got to get rocking here, man.
We do. Let's go back on air in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, it's Zach Childress, your real estate coach, and I'm back. So where I left you off at is we're talking about driving for dollars today and how simple it can be, just using simple strategies to get your business going. One thing I'm a big fan of is this. I'm a fan when you're brand new or you're trying to get back into the business or you're trying to get your first deal done. I am a super fan of you keeping it simple to just focus on strategies that will allow you to get to your first deal. That's what I'm a fan of. How do you get to your first deal? How do you do it quickly? And how do you do it simple? Listen, I could blow your mind with advanced strategies. I could blow your mind with all kinds of other different ways to do it. But that doesn't do you any good as an investor. What does you good as an investor is understanding keeping it simple. What do I need to do? What can I do today to get me better? What can I do tomorrow to get me another deal? What can I do the next day to learn more about the process? And so that's what I'm here to tell you about. So we're talking about driving for dollars. What's it all about? Driving neighborhoods, finding the ones that are below the medium sell price of that city. So you want to stay in those targeted neighborhoods. What are we looking for? That is another big topic. People say, well, Zach, if I'm driving around, what am I looking for? Well, let me help keep it simple again for you. I just want to keep following Robert's statement. Kiz, keep it simple, Zach. I love that. I need to get a shirt. Hey, let's get a shirt for that. Let's get a shirt for that. Keep it simple, Zach. I'm for real. We need to write that down. I want to get Robert done gave me a marketing idea over here. We need to send Robert something. Let's send Robert.
We'll send him the very first shirt.
Send him the very first shirt. All right. Well, Robert, you're going to get my very first T-shirt. It's going to be called the Kiz shirt. Keep it simple, Zach. Keeping it simple and I don't know. So what are we looking for, guys? What we're looking for when we're out driving for dollars, we are looking for signs. What are signs? Well, obviously, one of the biggest signs you can find is boarded up windows, right? Boarded up windows are a plus when we're looking for abandonment. Another, keeping it simple, is looking for mail in the mailbox, stuff in the mail. The mailbox on the next to the door, it's stuffed with mail, or it's pouring over. The mailbox on the front of the door, it's stuffed with mail. Those are signs we're looking for. Another sign we're looking for is newspapers stacked up. When they're throwing out the papers, that's stacking up on the door or the driveway or by the mailbox. Other signs, what we're looking for is grown up grass. You know, where the grass just isn't being mowed, or it's becoming obtuse, right? It's just getting too much and people aren't taking care of it. Other things that we look for is just, you know, damaged property, like the windows might be busted or holes are in the window. We're looking for all these signs of abandonment, like just somebody just doesn't care about the property anymore and they've left, or it's, you know, it could be sitting waiting to go into a foreclosure process, or it could be an inherited property that someone has inherited that they're just not taking care of. It could literally be a burned out landlord that has a property that needed work and they don't have money to fix it up, and so it can't rent, so it's just sitting there. These are all simple signs that give us the identity that these properties probably have a distressed seller in some way, shape, or form, because either they can't fix it up, they live too far away, they're basically walked away from it because they've given up on it, and these deals are out there. You will be surprised if you just start taking a different way to work and home every day, driving through these types of targeted neighborhoods so that you can identify these types of properties, right? And when you find them, you want to write the address down. You need the address, you need the address, you need the address, okay? The other things I'm looking for is post on the door, like, you know, abandonment post, or the city may come by and post a violation on the door. I'm looking for all this stuff. I'm just creeping through the neighborhood, looking for signs, looking for signs, looking for signs is what I'm looking for. And let me tell you why this is important, because here's why. When you're brand new, I get it. The biggest problem is when you're brand new, number one, is you're trying to do your first deal. That's all you're trying to do. You just want to do your first deal. You're just trying to make some money to prove to yourself it works, to prove to your family it works, to prove to your friends that it works, because they probably thought, oh, you're crazy. You've never done real estate before. How's this journey going to work for you? So it's to prove to them it works. So the first goal is to do first deal. The other challenge that you run into is a lot of times you don't have the knowledge or the dollars to go out and start big marketing budgets. And see, that sometimes prevents people from getting started. Because why? Because they're listening to the wrong person. They're listening to somebody that's told them they got to spend all this money on marketing, they got to have online marketing running, they got to have big direct mail budgets, and that is literally not the truth. And the problem with that is it takes somebody brand new trying to do their first deal, and it puts them on the back seat because they think now they got to go out and build all this money up before they can actually even do a deal. And that's just not the truth. When you get started, you can literally start with doing just one deal a quarter. Let me explain that to you. If you just did one deal a quarter, and let's say you were wholesaling it and you're making $10,000 a deal, that's literally an extra $40,000 a year just doing one every 3 months. Add $40,000 to your non-existing income now and you're doing great. Add $40,000 to the income you're making now and you're doing great. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. You don't have to be in this mass production process that you think you have to have getting started. That's next level stuff. That's scaling up. All you need to be doing right now is focusing on how to get that first deal done and what's the cheapest way for you to do that. Well, obviously you got to invest in your education. You got to get trained. That's one of the things you have to do. But the second thing you got to understand is you don't need to run into the market with this huge marketing budget to get a deal. You just need to start implementing strategies that require you to spend some time in your business to go after and identify these deals. Hence why we're keeping it simple. Like today's training is driving for dollars. That cost you what? Some gas money. Some gas money is all it cost you, right? You're going to be driving around taking pictures of the property, writing the address down, and moving on, okay? So what are we doing? We're driving neighborhoods that are below the medium sell price in our neighborhood, looking for properties that are at least 15 years or older. That's what we're trying to identify. What are we looking for once we're out there? We're looking for any types of signs of abandonment or distressed or damaged or boarded or, violation stickers or tags on the door. That's what we're looking for. You will be surprised at how many of these you will find. And why is this a benefit to you? Because they're not listed. They're not for sale yet. They're not on the MLS, which means all of your competition has not identified them yet. They haven't even seen them yet because why? They're not actively on the market. It's huge. Hey, listen, for my radio listeners, I'm going to come right back to you. We got one last part to our show today, and that is, how do we find these owners? So I'll come right back to you. Facebook, what you got for me today? Hey guys, if you are keeping it simple, tell me, I got it, Zach. Just type it in. I got it, Zach. Keep it simple. I got it. I just want you to type, I got it. That's it. That's all I want you to type. I want to know you're with me. I want to know that you're literally hearing the message I'm trying to say to you today. I don't want you overcomplicating this business. I don't want you stressing out about this business. I don't want you thinking you got to have $100,000 to get into this business. I want you literally understanding you keep it simple and you'll make money in this business. That is the absolute truth. You keep it simple, you get the right training, you get a coach, you will succeed in this business. Okay, you just got to type in got it. If you got a question for me, type it in before we go back on the radio show as well, because I want to hear it. Rhonda, I got it. Way to go, Rhonda. Don says I got it. Way to go. David Ebers says I got it.
You got to give me a chance to talk.
You're moving too slow.
That they got it.
You're moving too slow, girl. I'm on fire over here.
Ina, she says, I have a great deal, but they want $1,000 cashier check for earnest money.
That's right.
I can't get it. I am broke. What now?
You need to get your buyers in line. Ina, listen to me. See, this is the misdirection from someone who's helping you right now. They should have asked you up front, do you have money or not? Number one question is time. Number two question is money when you're helping anybody. Time and money. That helps us as a coach direct a student in the right direction. If you're not being asked that right out the gate, you're probably working with the wrong person. That's why I'm your real estate coach, okay? So, Ina, if you don't have money, no one should have ever sent you after a deal to lock up that was not a for sale by owner that you can control the earnest money. They should have sent you first to go find your buyers, and here's why. If you build your buyers first when you don't have money and then you find the deals, you use your buyer's option fee or your buyer's assignment fee to use as the escrow down payment on the deal. And that is why you do it that way, Ina.
Rob says I got it. Robin says I got it. Carly says I got it. Richard says, I found a 60-unit apartment complex. How hard will that be to wholesale?
A 16 unit?
60.
A 60? Not hard, man, if you got a good deal. That sounds like something I want to talk to you about. What do you got, man? How much are you paying per door and how much does it rent per door? Talk to me. Who said that?
That was Richard.
Richard, where'd you go, Richard? Where'd you go, Richard?
Clinton.
Richard, where'd you go, man? Where'd you go? Get back on here, Richard. Don't just throw out a tease like that. What you got, man? How much you getting it for per door? I want to know how much is it per door and how much is it renting per door. And I also want to know where it's at. I might buy it from you right here today, Richard.
Patricia says, got it. JD says, I got it. Ron
Tell Andrew to get off of here. You don't know. Get out of here, Andrew. You ain't taking my deal, man. You ain't taking my deal.
This is not your show time, Andrew. We'll see you on another day.
Get out of here, Andrew.
Raina says, I got it. Craig says, I got it.
Hey, well, hold on a second. Patricia, cap rate doesn't matter. You need to watch my shows. Cap rate is irrelevant. That's what agents do. Agents talk about cap rate. I could care less about cap rate. We need to have a class on this whole thing again, obviously. Listen, a cap rate of something is irrelevant, and here's why. Keep it simple, guys. Cap rate is basically telling you what the building's value is, but it tells you nothing about what your money is making you. You need to be more concerned about what your money makes you than what the building's value is, because here's why. I don't care what I pay for the building, as long as the return on my dollar is sufficient enough. And let me explain something to you also. Cap rate is a false number. Here's why. Because it takes net operating income divided by what? Purchase price to give you a cap rate, okay? Or purchase price multiplied by, net operating income divided by purchase price gives you cap rate. Let me explain this to you. It does not take in consideration your debt services, your mortgage payment. It doesn't take that in consideration. Where a cash on cash return takes in a true cash flow. It takes net operating income minus debt services, gives you a true cash flow divided by cash invested, tells you what you're making on your money.
Andrew says cap rate equals crap rate.
Thank you. Somebody gets me over here. Cap rate is, and look, Patricia, I'm not trying to heart or beat on you here. I'm just trying to, share some knowledge with you a little bit because so many people get blinded by this whole cap rate syndrome.
Okay, so then Bill says, and I'm not sure what he means by this, but he says he will help a limited number of people in Dallas-Fort Worth get off the ground, no charge, and just passing on my blessings, that's the Bill that wanted the tickets. I'm not sure what he means.
Yeah, he's trying to be a hallway guru.
That's what I was kind of wondering there.
Yeah, he's trying to be a hallway guru.
Then we have Richard about the 60-plex. It's boarded up. They've been renting for $500 a month. Not in a great part of town, but close to an elementary school.
Yeah, but how much is it per door, Richard? That's the question. So whatever the purchase price is divided by 60 will tell you what it is per door. Richard, you need to get your deal numbers together, buddy. You can't just come out and throw a deal at me and not have your numbers together, man. Come on, tighten your game up, son.
Oh, Kimberly is here.
Kimberly, welcome back to the show, Kimberly.
Shelton's here too.
Shelton's on. Shelton, man, we got some good people on here today.
We do. Patricia said, thanks for clearing that up.
You're welcome, Patricia. Hey, listen, I need to get back on the radio show. I got to finish up the last part of today's lesson.
Yes, so we are going to go on air in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, it's Zach Childers, and I'm back. This is your real estate coach, and we have been talking about simple ways to find deals with no money, okay? What's the simple ways to find deals with no money? Well, one of them today is literally driving for dollars. Now, people say, well, Zach, that's so old school. It sure is, because guess what? It works. It's how I got started. I literally had no money. I had to find deals every way I could, and one of them was driving for dollars. That's right, driving for dollars. I've laid out the first two processes in this training today already. What are we doing? What are we looking for? And then the second part is how do we find the owners once we've identified these deals? Now, one of the things I want to get clear with you is this, and I've been talking about this over and over again, is that you do not need a bunch of money to jump into this business with marketing. Some people make it so complicated for you guys that it either frustrates you, aggravates you, or runs you off because you don't think you're ready for it. You are all ready for it. You understand that? You're all ready for it. You're all ready for it. You just need to get to the right place, the right family, the right support, the right commitment, and the right understanding, and you will succeed at this, okay? That's the understanding of what I'm trying to get you to keep it simple. As Robert said, the KISZ, keep it simple Zach formula, okay? So what's the last part of today's training? It is, how do you find the owners? Okay, so let's talk about this, okay? When I get to that number, I can get it to you. Thanks, Richard. So what are we doing? We've identified the property. We know where we're going. We know the neighborhoods we're looking for, right? We done went into this neighborhood. We done drove around. This is a $200,000 market. This neighborhood is selling for $125,000. We found one here. We found one here. We found one here. We found one here. All right. We've identified them. Now what we want to do is we want to get a hold of the owner. So let me tell you what I used to do and why it works. First off, I would write the address down. Okay, that's the first thing I would do. The second thing that I would do is I would go in that neighborhood and I would either put a flyer on the front door. I would literally print a flyer out that says, "We will buy your house as is, cash, no closing fees to you, no real estate commissions," and I would literally tape it to the front door. Tape it right to the front door with my phone number and email. Why? Because let's say that they came by to look at the property. Well, they don't want any notifications left on the door, so they'd go pull my flyer and give me a call. The other thing that I would do is I would drop a postcard, because why would I mail a postcard? Let me explain this to you. I would put a postcard in the mail only because I'm trying to see if it has a forwarding address. So I would mail a postcard. If I got 4 houses in this neighborhood, you understand those 4 postcards are going to cost me somewhere around, I don't know, 60, 70 cents a postcard. So we're talking $3 to mail those properties that no one else knows about because they're not on the MLS yet. Okay. So I would then drop a postcard that basically says, I want to buy the property. I'm interested in the property. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to identify if they're getting returned to me or if they're getting forwarded to the new address or the forwarding owner's address. That's what I'm looking for. Because if it gets returned to me, then what I know is the owner of that property is not getting any of the mail. So at that point, I'm going to move that over to some form of skip tracing services. I might even go on the probate site and pull up the records of the property address and see who the owner is, so I can identify the name of the person that I'm going to be communicating with. And then once I identify that, I can see maybe from there if there's a forwarding address, and I can mail directly to that. Most all cities have an online database where you can do property lookup searches, okay? Where we're from, it's our probate site. You might be your probate site where you are. What do they call it here, Jill? Records of file or something like that. We go in our probate site, we pull up...
Public records.
Well, it's public records, but we can search like address, we can search a name, we can search a block number, we can search a parcel number. Anything you have, you can research to pull up the owners of records, okay? So on top of that, if I do get it back and I can't find the owner of record on any type of probate site that shows me where the owners are, I am going to put that address into a skip tracing process. And here's why. Because I can tell you that if that property, if I'm mailing, it's coming back to me and it's coming back to other investors, they're stopping there. So I'm going to go a little bit further than my competitors are so that I win every single time. The skip tracer is going to find me where that owner has gone to, and then I'm going to mail that owner and say, look, have you seen your property lately? Well, I have, and you should sell. That is literally going to be the headline of my postcard. Have you seen your property? I have, and you should sell. And here's why, because the other side of the equation is that they may not even realize that their property is in that shape. They might live out of state and inherited it. They might have moved and not realized it, or they might be in foreclosure and just abandoned the property. And now I'm telling them, hey, I'll buy it from you. And that might be what they're looking for, as is condition. And so I'm tracking down these owners. I'm looking for them and I'm tracking them down. My point to you is the cost associated with this is literally minimum. You don't go to Starbucks one day, you've got enough to mail 4 or 5 people. You follow me? That's it. The other side of the equation is putting the flyer on the door. Believe it or not, there are people that leave their properties that way and they'll drive by it just to kind of see what's going on with it. And boom, there's your flyer. It's a golden egg. Driving for dollars is an absolute gold mine if you get out there and you actually do it, okay? What's the secret to driving for dollars? Going somewhere different every single way to work and to home, and getting out on a Saturday and driving. Here's the benefit of it, guys. Not only does it help you find deals, but it also teaches you about your market. It teaches you about neighborhoods. You get to get out in these neighborhoods and you start identifying what each of these neighborhoods look like so that you have a better understanding of what that's going to look like for you as you increase your marketing and you do start to scale up your business. So, hey, listen, for my radio and my podcast listeners, this is your real estate investing talk show. This is your coach, Zach Childress, and I'll see you guys next week, 1:30 Eastern time zone. If you want to join us on Facebook, go to reisuccessacademy.com/Facebook and be on the inside. Ask me questions. But until then, enjoy the journey, and I'll see you next time. Facebook, what do you got for me, guys? What do you got for me? What do you got for me? I'm going to hang out with you guys for a little bit longer. What do you got? Ty
says, I'm negotiating a probate property for $150K with an ARV of $250K. What's your thoughts on buying probate properties?
I like probate properties. I like inherited properties better, though, Ty, because inherited properties have already been through the court system and have been assigned to an heir. Probate means that it's still got to go through all that, and it could take a while. So I like to get them after they've gone through the probate process. So, what's his deal?
It is $150K with an ARV of $250K.
Oh. And he's purchasing it for $150?
Yes.
All right, Ty, what's your fix-up cost? Come on, man, give me some information. What's he doing? You going silent on me?
Yeah, no, he's not. There's nothing there yet.
What does Bill say? I withdraw my offer. I definitely did not intend to offend you, Zach. I appreciate everything you're doing. Bill, I already love you, man. What a gracious way you came back on that.
25,000.
That's awesome, Bill. I love you, man. I just don't want people going in the wrong direction. You understand, Bill? There's a lot of people out there that say they'll help people, and my thing is they might have done one deal and they really don't understand the market. So it's nothing against you, Bill. It's my love for my students, and I want to make sure that they're all going in the right direction.
25,000.
All right, get your calculator out, Jill.
Oh Lord.
We need to get you a calculator in here. Here we go. I'm going to run some numbers for you real quick here. I'm running out of battery, Zach. Cap up later, sir.
All
right.
So we're doing 250,000.
Yeah, minus 8%.
8% is 20,000. This is gonna be 230.
230. His fix up is what?
25,000.
Minus 25 is what? 205.
Yep.
All right, so what's the formula? Do you remember the formula? You're going to borrow hard money at 12% interest. You're going to pay 2 points up front. It's an annualized loan. You're going to use it for 6 months. So you're what? You're doing
another 8%.
8%. Good job, Jill. Minus that. What do you got?
It's another 20,000, so that's going to put you at 185.
185. And he has it under contract for how much?
150.
We haven't even subtracted our profits. So let's say we want 20,000 in profits. That's 165,000. So, Ty, you got a deal, buddy. Here's why. You could literally, if you can, now you got to validate your ARV. You need to do a comps validation of two things, right? We need to know the affordability index of the neighborhood, and we need to know the value of the asset. Our resales at 8%, 6% real estate commissions, 2% junk fees, takes 230. Our fix-up's 25,000. If we're going to buy the property, we're basing it on an 8% loan, which would take us about another 20,000 in hard money or asset-based lender fees, which would take us down to 185. If I wanted 20,000 off of this deal, that puts me at 165. So if you have it at 150, then that means you could make 35,000 on this deal. I like it, Ty. I like it. Like it. Ty, call the office. Okay. So here's the thing. Where's it at, Ty? Put in the thread. Come on, Ty. Let's sell your deal, man. We get thousands of people that watch these things. Put it in, Ty. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Ty.
Robin answered your question. It's the revenue commissioner.
Revenue commission. So Ty, put it in. Where's it at? Where's this at? Is it in Wetumpka, Mississippi? Is it in Dallas, Texas? Is it in Virginia Beach, Virginia? Where's it at, Ty? Come on, man. Talk to me. Talk to me, Ty. Don't just say thank you. Talk to me, Ty. Let's sell a deal today, buddy.
He said, I don't know if he's done because he said thanks, Zach, like he was done talking about it.
Well, man, I'm trying to help you sell a deal, buddy. I'm all about helping you guys make money. Hey, listen, if you guys enjoyed the show today, I want to see some hearts, some thumbs up, some love yous. I want to see some of it. If you're enjoying the show, let's see who can put the most of them out there. Let's go. Get him. Keep hitting it. Let's go. Fire it up, guys. I love it.
Patricia, she says that she's found several vacant properties, farming targeted areas. Then she contacts the county assessor to find out who owns the property and when the tax and where the taxes notices are being sent to.
That's right. That's called a forwarding address. If you send them a postcard and it comes back, that means it's not on record. So it's in Atlanta. Ty, Atlanta's a big market. Is it in Smyrna, Atlanta? Is it in Five Points, Atlanta? Is it in Riverdale, Atlanta? Come on, buddy. Why are you being so vague, Ty? Why are you being so vague, Ty? You really got a deal, Ty? What are you doing, Ty? Come on, Ty.
Do you have it under contract so you can post the address?
No, don't put the address. Do not put the address, Ty. I just want to know where it's at, Ty. Come on, Ty. You're welcome, JD.
Jackie says, is this flipping houses?
He said Decatur, Georgia. I know exactly where it is, Ty. I would be almost worried that you could get $250 for that, but you could surprise me on that one. So if anybody that's listening right now all the way to the end with me here, if you're looking for a deal in Decatur, Georgia, you need to reach out to Ty. How you say his last name?
Burrows.
Ty Burrows. Ty Burrows is on this thread. He's been posting it. You need to go click on his Facebook page. You need to like him, send him a message. Tell him that you're a buyer looking for a deal in Decatur, Georgia. Buy his deal, guys. I'd love, Ty, for you to make, if you want to wholesale it, that is. I mean, look, you could probably make 10 grand on this deal. You can make 10 grand as a wholesaler. So...
Antonio says, Zach, what are your thoughts on using MAO?
I don't like this 65%. Listen, that's for every novice educator out there that just wants to get you guys into trouble. Oh, take the ARV times 65%. That's like the laziest way to teach you how to go do a deal. What it doesn't do is it doesn't teach you actually how to run your numbers. That's the problem with that. It doesn't teach you how this business operates. It's just a lazy man's way of running numbers. And the problem with that is maybe 3 out of 10 you'll be okay, but the other 7 you're going to be way off. So I don't agree with it.
Patricia said, Ty, I would be on that deal like white on rice if the numbers are right.
Boom! Patricia stepped in for a deal. Ty, you and Patricia need to lock up together. How about that? Ty submits a deal. Patricia jumps in, swoops up a deal from him. I like it. We're making money. We're changing lives on this show. I like it. I like it.
Craig says, what can you do with a market that has more houses than people? That's what it's like in Halifax.
Halifax. Well, here's what I can tell you. If you got more houses than you got people, then that means your market share is limited, which means you're going to have a drastic market shift that's coming where all those prices are going to drop. So the question you got to ask yourself is not just do I have more houses than I have people, but in what section, okay? So I want you to go research what's the average vacancy rate for rental properties in your area, Section 8. You can get this from your property management companies to determine is there more a need for rentals than there is housing. Because if you got more housing that is available than you do people, that's a broad terminology. So do you have more houses for sale than you do have buyers, or do you have more rental houses? So you need to narrow that down a little bit, because I would guarantee you, just from the bit you've told me, I've seen markets like this, you probably have a stronger rental market in that area than you do a sell market.
Yeah, this is Halifax, Canada, and I know those markets pretty well, actually. So being a maritimer myself, Craig.
A maritimer.
I'm an island girl.
What else you got for me, guys? You guys are kicking butt on here. Hey, if you're enjoying the show, type in, I love this. If you're enjoying the show, I want you to type in, I love this.
Damian Campbell says, I found a property that is still in a family, but no for sale sign. I found the people who owns it now, but not willing to sell it. It's an abandoned house. Should I keep approaching the owner?
Absolutely. Look, Damien, you need to do what's called drip marketing, okay? You don't need to just keep, beating them up against the head. You need to do drip marketing. You need to, send them a postcard once a month. Hey, just checking in to see if you sold the property yet. You need to set follow-up. Remember, your sales cycle, when you're in the sales business, you're trying to buy a house from someone. You're trying to sell them on the idea that they need to sell that property to you. You need to finish out your sales cycle. You can't just leave it. So you need to keep following up. You need to keep sending them stuff. Hey, just checking in. Send them an email. Hey, just checking in to see if you wanted to sell that property yet. You might drop them a postcard. Have you sold your property yet? You need to do that every 3 to 4 weeks, And also mix up your message, like send them an email, send them a postcard, do little things like that to engage them back. So
Don says, if a property is under foreclosure or short sale, is it too late or too hard for a novice to get a deal?
No, not at all. If it's in the short sale process, then that means the banks have already agreed with the seller to try to get an offer, and they've agreed to short the loan, so it's out there on a public records, and anybody can see it. Foreclosures are a great avenue to start with because you can get cheap houses. You can also take over the payments, like through a long-term lease option or a subject to, or or a contract for deed or something of that nature. What you have to be careful about is at what stage in the foreclosure are you getting the lead, okay? Because here's why. There's some people that just don't become reality until about 2 days before the auction. So like literally they're in denial the whole time they're in foreclosure, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then they have an auction scheduled, on the 26th. And then they call you on the today and say, oh, it goes to auction in 2 days. Can you help me? Those are tough, because you got 2 days to try to execute the deal. The problem is with 2 days is you got to figure out what the payoff is, what's back owed on it, what are the penalties and taxes, or are there any liens on the property, or what are things that we need to be aware of, and in 2 days that can be tough. So it really determines at what stage in the foreclosure process that you're getting it at.
Craig says it's more family houses plus condos up there in Halifax.
Okay, that's great. Love it. Yeah, go after it. Find some research. See where your shortage is. Is your shortage on rental properties, or where's your overage? Is your overage on rental properties, meaning there's more rental houses than there are available for renters, or is your overage on for sale houses? Because usually if you have an overage on properties for sale, that means people can't buy, so they're having to rent. You typically can't have both. It's not part of a market cycle. You either have if you have an overage in houses for sale, then you have a shortage in rental properties. If you have an overage of rental properties, then you have a shortage in houses for sale because people aren't renting. Because why? Because getting loans are easy, so they're buying houses. It's usually one or the other.
Patricia said you have to continue to contact the seller/owner. Their situation can always change, making them more motivated.
That's right, Patricia. Way to go. You've been listening, girl. I like it. I like it.
Alex says, give me 2.
I got you, Alex.
2 clap.
Toby says, also, mixing up the marketing strategy attracts more attention. That's right, Toby. Man, you guys are doing great today. I'm loving this. Christy is on today. Good job, Christy. Good job. Ty says, you the man, Zach. Thanks, Ty. I'm all about helping. If you guys think today's show's good, then you come with me every week. Join me every week. I do it twice a week. Listen, you need to like my Facebook page. I'm gonna give you some homework right now, okay? You need to like my Facebook page, and you need to follow us, so that way you know what we're doing when we're doing it. The other thing you need to do is understand you need to share this message, guys. I want to create ripples. I want to create more ripples than I can do on my own. What is a ripple? That means I'm affecting your life, you affect someone else's life, they affect someone else's life, and this ripple keeps going. That can't happen if you don't share the message. I am where I am because of you guys. I am doing what I do because of you guys appreciate it. You're falling in love with it. Our Facebook page has exploded this year because of what we're doing, and because we have fans like you that are coming on and participating and being active and helping other people. We're creating a community here like no other. And guess what? It's free. Isn't that the beautiful thing about it? I'm doing something other people aren't doing because why? I want to create ripples. Do I believe you need coaching? Of course I believe you need coaching, but not everybody can jump right into coaching. So why not give you a tool, an access to me to help you go out and find out how to get a deal done so that you can do your first deal. So then you can come back and hire a coach, and then we can help you scale and grow your business to the next level. That's my intent. My intent is to help you build something, so therefore then you can take it to the next level. But I want you to build a ripple pool with me. And to do that, you got to share the message. And the first way to get you going is get my book. Get my book, my First Deal Playbook. It's free. I'm going to give you the book for free. You just got to pay for the shipping and handling. It's changing people's lives, guys. I mean, these books are flying off the shelf. Every day I come in, we're shipping out more books, more books, more books. My First Deal Playbook. Do that.
Christy says, what do you do when a mortgage company, GMAC, went out of business and did not release the lien, but the property has been paid off for several years?
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. I know GMAC. They got all kinds of stuff came down on them. They got all kinds of regulation acts on them. They were doing things illegally. The only thing that you can do is actually hire an attorney to actually go and have that property's lien released through legal avenues. I mean, that's literally the only way you can do it. I mean, I'm sure you could do it yourself, but I would just hire an attorney to take care of it.
So now you had said that you wanted to do something for everybody with the shares.
How many shares do we have?
We have a total of 35.
What? Way to go, guys! 35 shares. That's awesome, man. Let me give you guys a big round. You guys make me happy today. We're getting the message out there. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to pull it up, and I want you to just start randomly scrolling your finger down. I'm going to tell you when to stop, okay? And just tell me when you start scrolling. We're going to pick a lucky winner. You're scrolling? Stop.
Robert H. Garcia.
Robert H. Garcia. Robert, where you at, Robert? Are you on here still? Robert, you got to be on here to win. If you do not have my book, I'm going to sign you a copy. I'm going to send it to you, Robert. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually send you a ticket to my event. Boom, right there. Right there. But you got to claim it right now, Robert. If you don't claim it, I'm picking somebody else right now. Robert.
Raina, she says, how do we get that book? It's posted at the top of the comments, right in the comment section. The website is there. It's myfirstdealplaybook.com.
Share what, Antonio says.
Share the post.
Welcome to Facebook, Antonio. Share the message, my friend. Share the message. All right, where's our winner at? Is he not coming on?
He's not there right now. Vincent said, I'm on here. Ty said, I want the book plus a ticket.
All right, listen, I'm going to count it down. We're going to count down to 10. I'm going to pick a new one, okay? Oh, there he comes. Here, have the book. Can't go, but thanks. Oh, Robert says he already has the book. You can't go. Robert, I'm going to write your name down. We'll do something else for you. Let's pick somebody else.
All right, ready?
Ready? Start scrolling. And stop.
Glenn A. Wilson.
Glenn A. Wilson. Where you at, Glenn? Where you at, Glenn? Talk to me, Glenn. Talk to me. Have the book. Can't go, but thanks. All right, Robert, I'm going to do something else for you. I want it, David says. I'm going to do something else for you, Robert. Hey, do you have my creative real estate training book, Robert? If you don't have that book, I'll send that book out to you. All right, who just won?
Glenn.
Lynn? Glenn, you need to get on here and claim your free prize. I'm going to give you a free ticket to my event plus my book, signed copy. So, Glenn, you literally, come on, man. You got to make some action here. I'm a very impatient person. I'm going to count you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Glenn, this is your last call, Glenn. You're out, Glenn. Find me another one. Ready? Let's scroll again. Okay. Scrolling. Stop.
Howard Coleman.
Where's Howard at? Howard Coleman. Where you at, Howard? Come on, Howard. Jump on it, Howard. I need you on, Howard. I got a ticket to my event for you, Howard, and I got a book for you today, Howard. I need you on here. Where you at, Howard? This is yours, my friend, but you got to claim it. Why is nobody claiming this stuff? Where are they at? I'm gonna give it to somebody else.
Broken fingers.
You got to tell me you're here. If you just popped on and shared it and popped off, it's not gonna work. Who was it again?
It is Howard Coleman.
Howard Coleman. Howard, where you at, buddy? Where you at? I ain't got all day here, Howard.
Christy said, "Oh, Glenn, you're missing out."
Felton Shands. Who's that?
He's new.
Lee says, I'll see you in Dallas. Way to go, Lee. I'll claim it.
I'll claim it.
Okay, here we go. All right, he's out. Let's pick another one. All right, pick another one. Here we go. You're scrolling?
Yep.
All right. Stop. Antonio. Where's Antonio at? I'll claim it. They're all saying I'll claim it. I like it. Antonio.
And I can't say his last name.
Antonio McHale. Where are you at, Antonio?
Yo.
Oh, there he is. All right, Antonio. There you go. He was the one that just shared it then.
Yep.
Great. Antonio, look, you just got it, buddy. We just picked you. You don't have my book. I'm giving you a signed copy of my book, Antonio. Thanks for sharing the message. And I'm giving you a free ticket to my Dallas sold-out real estate investing event. All you need to do, Antonio, is give us your address. Not on here. We'll have someone reach out to you, and we'll ship you the signed book, and you'll have a ticket to the event. It's all on me for sharing the message, Antonio. We love you, man. Thanks for being here. What?
Howard says, I'm here.
Howard, you're too late, my friend. You snooze, you lose, man. You got to be in the game to win, man. You can't be half-assing it. You need to be in it. All right? All right, guys. Hey, this is Zach Childress, your real estate coach. I love you guys so much. You've been a great audience today. I love the feedback. I love the questions. I love the participation. I love the shares. I love the love that you guys give me. I'm all about helping you guys. Be back here tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern time zone. We're digging deeper. We're going to dig a little deeper tomorrow. So I'm excited to have you here. I got a video I want you to watch tomorrow with me, and the video's title is What's Holding You Back? And it's a video I created, so I want you to be here tomorrow to watch that video. Hey, guys, I appreciate you. I love you guys. You're why I do this. I stayed late today to keep hanging with you guys. Antonio, thanks for the share. Thanks for the share from everyone. You guys are making ripples with me. I much appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Zach Childress, your real estate coach. Bye now.